Namaste my dear friends and welcome to another practice from the yoga chapter. My name is Neeru and I'll be practicing with you today. So today's practice is fairly easy. We are not going to do any difficult postures, but it is for days when you feel like just moving, There are some days when you feel really lazy, you don't feel like working out, you don't feel like doing any yoga, but still because your body feels stiff, you just want to do something, right? So this is a perfect practice for days like that. We are definitely going to move, we are going to focus on our breath, and we will try to stretch out as many aspects of ourselves as possible, both body and mind wise. And we'll leave this practice feeling refreshed and ready to take on any challenges that the day may have in store for us. On that note, let's get started. We'll begin sitting down in Sukhasana or any comfortable seated posture, as you may know by now. Let's take a couple of long deep breaths, bringing our eyes to a close. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Focusing on the sound of your breath, on your inhales and your exhales. When you feel like it, if you feel like it, bring your palms to touch at your heart center, adopt that Namaskara Mudra, and let's take 3 long breaths to begin our practice, inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our mouth. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out on an exhale. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. One more time here. Inhale and exhale completely. At the end of that third exhale, release your palms back to your knees and with a few blinks open your eyes. Alright, let's begin sitting down in Dandasana with our legs stretched out in front of us, flexing the toes of both our feet. Now we'll begin by stretching out our hamstrings and releasing our back a little bit. So as you inhale, lift your hands up, stretch it up, and you exhale. As you exhale, slowly float it down, bringing your body down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift your hands up, stretch up. Exhale, bring your palms down, floating down, bring your palms towards your body. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, stretch your hands up. Keep your toes flexed, and on an exhale, bring your palms down, bringing it as close as possible to your feet. Slowly bringing your palms back towards your body. For fun, let's do that 1 more time because it feels so good. Stretch your hands up, flex your toes. And on an exhale, bring your palms down, bring it as close as possible to your feet. Slowly start bringing it back towards your body. And now, bend your knees and come to a tabletop posture. Wrist under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Instead of resting the top of your feet to the mat, keep your toes flexed. Let your palms be a little in front of your shoulders. So, just like the tabletop posture, but with your palms a little in front of your shoulders. Now we are going to try to come into a child's pose, but we are not going to rest there yet. The aim is to get a small stretch along our toes. So take a deep breath in, and on an exhale, gently start bringing your hips towards your heels. Feel that stretch on your toes. Go as far as you comfortably can go. Inhale, lift your body back up. Exhale, bringing your hips back towards your heels. Feeling that stretch on your toes. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring your hips towards your heels. It need not be anywhere near the heels as long as you're feeling that stretch on your toes. If you want, you can stay here. Otherwise, let's do that one last time. Inhale, lift your body back up. Keep those toes flexed. And on an exhale, gently bring your hips back towards your heels. Feel that stretch on your toes. On your next breath in, lift your body back up, and now this time bring the top of your feet to the mat. Let's work on opening up our chest a little bit. So on an inhale, bring your left palm under your left shoulders and lift your right hand up, stretching it as high as possible, as if you're going to come into thread the needle pose, but not quite yet. Your hips may have a tendency to shift to the right here. Try to keep it centered, work your core and open up your chest as much as possible, lifting your right hand high up above you. Take a deep breath here. And on an exhale, slowly release your right hand, just bringing it under your right shoulder. Let's do that one more time on the left side. As you inhale, lift your left hand up, opening up your chest. Make sure your hips are centered, tucking your core in, lifting your left hand as high as possible, opening up your chest. Don't forget to breathe. Feel that stretch along your left hand. Feel the left side of your chest opening up. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, bring your left palm under your left shoulder, coming back to that tabletop posture. Now let's do 3 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, expand your chest slightly, lifting your gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round your body, bring your chin towards your chest, emulating an angry cat. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, cow pose, bending your spine, lifting your head up, looking up. Exhale, cat back, chin to chest, round your spine. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, drop your belly, expand your chest, gently lift your body up, lift your head up, look up, opening up your chest. Exhale, bring your chin towards your chest, round your body, come to cat pose. Pressing into your fingertips here. And on your next breath in, come back to that tabletop posture and gently bring your palms forward, one palm print, plant your toes and slowly as you can, lift your hips up and back, coming to downward facing dog posture. The first down dog of the day, so press into your fingertips, try to get your heels as close to the ground as possible and take a couple of moments to experience that slight stretch along your hamstrings. Nodding your head, looking between your knees, and don't forget to breathe, the most important thing. Now let's work on our core a little bit here. Pressing into your fingertips. On your next breath in, ripple your spine forward, lift your heels off the mat, come to plank pose. Body in one straight line, keep your knees lifted. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, coming to downward facing dog posture. Let's do that 4 more times. Inhale, plank pose, body in one straight line. Exhale, downward dog, lifting your hips up. Inhale, rippling your spine forward, floating to plank pose. Exhale, lifting your hips up and back, coming to downward dog. 2 more times. Inhale, plank pose, body in one straight line. Look straight ahead in front of you, smile. Exhale, downward dog, lift your hips high. One last time. Inhale, plank pose, body in one straight line. Lift your knees up. Exhale, downward dog, lifting your hips up and back, stepping your feet just a little bit forward, bringing your heels as close to the mat as possible, and breathe. Now from here, on your next breath in, float your right leg up, lifting it as high as possible, even if it is just a couple of inches off the floor, or if you're able to float it as high as possible. And on the exhale, step your right feet forward. We are going to come into a high lunge, crescent lunge posture. Take a deep breath in as you lift your hands up, coming into crescent lunge posture, stretching your hands up overhead, coming into the balls of your left feet, your left leg straight, your right knee bent. Try to balance here, stretching out. Now let's flow here a little bit. As you inhale, gently bring your hands down. And as you exhale, lift your hands up, stretch it up. Take a deep breath in, gently bring your hands down. Exhale, lift your hands up, high overhead. One more time. Inhale, bring your hands down, opening up your chest, skimming the ground if that's in your practice. Exhale, lift your hands up as high as possible, stretching it up. Take a deep breath in, bending nicely into that right knee. We're going to come into a reverse lunge now. And on an exhale, gently bring your right hand down and try to catch anywhere that you can along your left leg, keeping your left hand lifted up. Take a deep inhale, slide your right hand along your left leg as you open up your upper back, even if it is just by a couple of inches. Take a deep breath in, lift your hands up, stretch it up. Last breath here. And on an exhale, slowly release your hands back to the ground. Step your right leg back. We are not quite done here. We'll come into a side plank pose. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, bring your feet together. Come to the little toe edge of your left feet. And lift your right hand up, coming into Vasishthasana posture, pressing into that left hand, either looking down or shift your gaze up. You can also have your left knee down here. If it's too tedious for you, take a deep inhale here, stretch your right hand up, and on the exhale, gently bring that right hand down, coming back to plank pose. Take a deep breath here, look straight ahead. And on the exhale, lift your hips up and back. Coming back to that downward facing dog posture. Breathing deeply here. We won't be here for long. Just a breath or two. Let's repeat on the other side. So on your next breath in, float your left leg as high as possible, lifting your toes up towards the ceiling, pressing into that right feet. And on the exhale, step your right leg forward. Step your left leg forward. Take a deep breath in, lift your hands up as you come into the crescent lunge posture. Stretching your hands high overhead, bending nicely into that left knee. Keeping your right leg as straight as possible. Now let's take that flow. Take a deep inhale as you bring your hands down, and on an exhale, lift your hands up. Inhale, open up your chest, bring your hands down. Try to skim the ground if possible. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, bring your hands down. Exhale, lift your hands up, stretch your palms high above you. You're coming into reverse lunge now. Take a deep breath here, stretch your hands up. And on the exhale, bring your left palm and place it anywhere that you can along your right leg. Take a deep breath in and slowly slide your left hand along your right leg as you bring a slight stretch to your upper back. Focusing on a steady point in front of you helps over here. Take a deep inhale here. And on an exhale, bring your hands down. Step your feet back, come to plank pose. We are coming into that side plank now. So bring your feet together and gently come to the little toe edge of your right feet and lift your left hand up as you come into the side plank posture. Pressing into those right fingertips. Make sure the weight is evenly distributed along your right hand. Breathing deeply here. Last breath here. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, bring your left hand down. Inhale here in plank pose. And on the exhale, slowly bring your knees down and come all the way down, bringing the top of your feet to the mat. Bringing your palms by the side of your body, coming to rest on your stomach. Bringing your breath back to neutral. Now we'll work on our back just a little bit. So keeping your hands by the side of your body, your palms facing up. Bring your feet together. Top of your feet is on the mat. And we are going to come into Locust Pose now. So as you inhale, gently peel your chin, your chest, your hands, your feet off the mat, lifting it as high as possible. Try to keep your feet together. If they separate, just bring it back together if possible. Look straight ahead in front of you. Lift your feet and your hands as high as possible, opening up your chest towards the front of the mat. Just one more breath here. Feel your back muscles working. Take a deep breath in, lift just a little higher. And on the exhale, slowly bring your body down. Breathing deeply here. Now you can do that same pose for one more time, or let's shake things up a little bit. Locust style. So cactus your hands by the side of your body, your palms facing down. Bring your feet together just like the last time. And you can stay here, or you can do the regular locust posture that we did before, or on your next breath in, peel your chin, your chest, your feet off the mat, and if you feel steady, lift your hands from the mat, lifting it as high as possible. And breathe. Feeling that chest opening up, feeling your back muscles working. Lift your body up one last time. Take a deep breath here. And on an exhale, slowly drop your body back to the ground. Bring your forehead to the mat. Release your hands by the side of your body. Coming into your natural breath. And now just turn yourself and come to lie down on your back. Just turning around. Coming to lie down on your back. We will just do an easy twist before we start our pranayama practice. So stretch your hands perpendicular to your body. Lift your knees up. Keep your feet together. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, drop both the knees to the left. Try to keep it together if possible. You can keep looking up or gently shift your gaze towards your right hand. If your knees are not touching the floor, that's fine. But just keep your shoulders firmly on the mat. Just one more breath here. You can close your eyes if you feel like it. Inhale, lift your feet back up. And on the exhale, drop your feet to the right. Keep looking up or gently shift your gaze towards that left hand. Keeping your shoulders firmly on the mat, twisting from your waist region. If any thoughts come, just acknowledge them and let them go. Keeping your mind completely on your breath. Inhale, slowly lift your legs back up, and this time gently bring your knees towards your chest and give yourself a tight hug, hugging your knees in towards your chest as much as possible. If you want, lifting your head up and trying to bring your head as close to your knees as possible, making a tiny ball with your whole body. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, slowly release yourself to the mat, releasing your feet to the mat, releasing your palms by the side of your body. Coming back into that deep, natural breath, taking up space here. Before we come to our final resting pose, let's practice a small pranayama today. Just 10 breaths of abdominal breathing. Gently place your right palm on your abdomen just above the navel and place your left palm on top of your right palm, and we'll take 10 counts of abdominal breathing. Try to keep your mind completely focused on your breath, and I'd recommend you close your eyes at this time. 10 counts of abdominal breathing. Please begin at your own pace. Focusing on that rising and falling of your abdomen. And the movement of breath through your body. The movement of your body in sync with your breath. Tracing your body through your nostril, through your lungs, into your abdomen on the inhale, and tracing it back through your abdomen, through your lungs, through your nostrils, out into the atmosphere on the exhales. At the end of your next exhale, release your palms back to the floor. Your palms facing up towards the ceiling, your legs falling apart from one another, taking up as much of space as possible on your mat. Your entire body completely relaxed. Let's try to keep our mind completely calm and our body completely still for the next minute or so, and rest here in our final resting pose of Shavasana. I will be silent. Slowly start making gentle movements with your body, moving your fingers, moving your toes, bringing yourself back into the current moment, coming back into awareness. Interlace your fingers and stretch your hands up overhead. Bring your feet together and give your body a nice stretch from your toe tips to your fingertips, as if you're waking up from a long, deep sleep. Take a deep inhale, stretch your body. And on the exhale, release your hands by the side of your body. Plant your feet and lift your knees off the mat and drop your knees to one side or the other. And gently come to sit at a comfortable seated posture, keeping your eyes closed. Sitting down in Sukhasana. Taking a couple of seconds here, your eyes closed, your mind completely focused on your breath. Scanning your body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, scanning your mind, scanning your breath, and just be an observer here. Gently bring your palms to touch at your heart center, adopt that Namaskara mudra, and let's end the practice just like the way that we started it, with 3 long breaths. Inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our mouths. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out on an exhale. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. One last time. At the end of the 3rd exhale, with a few blinks, open your eyes. I hope you feel better after this practice, and I hope your body feels nicely stretched out and your mind feels completely relaxed. I wish peace upon you, my friend, and may all your endeavors turn into success. May peace be upon everyone on this planet. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. I will see you next week then. Take care, stay safe, bye.